What's going on, guys? Shonen Express here, delivering to you my review of Tokyo Shinobi Squad Chapter 8, Check and Provoke. The first thing we see when we open up this chapter is Hyosui Nagumo and B.A., his right-hand man, talking. And they're talking really, really tough. It doesn't make sense to me. Jin Narumi and the Narumi squad, our main characters' squad of shinobi, before now, we've seen that they're known all throughout Tokyo as this wild squad who is, maybe not the most organized, but certainly one of the strongest, especially Jin himself. It seems like Hyosui is saying, I want the Seigen squad to be number one, and he's like, I don't think there's going to be a major power dynamic, but we need to teach this kid, what it means to be here and to get out of our city. And it was kind of confusing because I was pretty sure we're still in Tokyo. If we're not, please let me know down in the comments section below. But I'm pretty sure we're still in Tokyo, and that would mean that we're definitely still in Jin City. And the Seigen squad, while well known in the entertainment industry, seems to have less renown than the Narumi squad. But maybe I'm wrong about that. It just seems like Hyosui's talking a little too much smack because he's up against a really tough shinobi squad. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. So right away we get to see the little scroll description of what Papillon's Ninpo ability is, and it's from the Book of Threads, and it is called Stitching Technique. She can actually produce fiber from her body. This is kind of confusing because it appears like she's taking the clothes on her body and deconstructing them to use them as kind of grab her opponents, which is still cool, by the way. But it doesn't look like she's producing any fiber from her body. Maybe she is, and she just needs the clothes out of the way, and that's why that happened, but who knows? But it's an interesting technique. I definitely think that she is supposed to be the fan service character for Tokyo Shinobi Squad for sure. But I think she has an interesting power set. I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen with her power set. What other techniques does she have? Is it just this stitching technique? Because, as we've seen with other characters, it's not just the basic technique that they have. Also, there was some weird dialogue right there in the middle. So at some point, one of the guys from the Seigen squad says, "You ugly cow," to Papillon, and Jin goes, "There's no one ugly here," including them. It was a weird comeback for Jin to make, and I was like, why did you say that? But he did. So that's a thing. And then, he goes to Papillon and he's like, hey, you're showing a little bit of skin there. You might want to hold back. And she's like, what are you, my boyfriend? This is the second time she's made that comment in this manga. So I'm thinking that that's supposed to be her joke. But I don't think that she actually has a boyfriend. Maybe she does. But it just, both of those pieces of dialogue seemed kind of corny and kind of out of place because usually Jin is super cool. And super relaxed, and we see that in this chapter too, but this dialogue seemed kind of weird to me. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below for sure. If you thought it was weird, tell me. If you agree with me in that way, or if you were like, no, it was funny, then please let me know. But I thought it was a little strange this week. So then Hyosui and B.A. roll up, and we get a little description of B.A. So Hyosui kills one of his subordinates out of nowhere, which again is another thing that leads me to think that Hyosui is a one-off villain. He's gonna get beat quick. He's not gonna be an actual contestant against Jin in any kind of way. But because he's killing his henchmen, and that's kind of a tip-off in manga to be this guy's gonna get beat, and he's gonna get beat bad. But maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of my thought right now. And B.A. even more so. So we learned that he was in the Marines, and he was kicked out because he drove too many soldiers to suicide in training them. So, he's cruel and sadistic. At that moment, he pulls out a shaved ice cart and proceeds to make shaved ice out of a human. That's messed up. That's real messed up. And it's a little too messed up, I think, for where we are in this story for Tokyo Shinobi Squad. I get that both of these guys, BA and Hyosui, are psychotic. Understood. They're making shaved ice out of a human being. I get it. However, I don't know, it seems kind of like second-rate villain behavior to me, you know? And Jin obviously gets real angry. And that was cool. That was really cool to see him, grab Hyosui and be like, what's up? And actually he knocks Bihei on the ground with a normal punch, which was very cool. I was almost glad he didn't use any of his Ninpo abilities, none of the magnet lightning. We don't see any sparks, so I assume that was a normal punch from Jin, and that's great. He just slugs him in the chest and puts him on the ground, and there's like blood coming out of his mouth too. Jin took care of BA. What I'm kind of confused about is the power dynamic here. Papillon says, oh, we're at a huge disadvantage. These are the top two guys of the Seigen squad against us, and we have to protect Maki. But Maki is away from them right now. And it appears as if this guy, that BA, Jin, put him on the floor with one hit. I think Jin could beat him easy. And that makes me think Papillon could too. And then we've just got Hyosui. And I think Hyosui's going to get beat now, for sure, pretty quickly. But they don't fight. And it seems as if both sides don't fight because they think the other is too strong. Which is interesting and kind of like a realistic way to portray that, I guess. But it was just something I thought was deserving of a second look. The last thing to discuss in this chapter is Maki. So right away, when Jin tells her, she does go and hide in the locker room, and that's fine. And we get back to the base, and we're talking about how to protect Maki. And Maki sees the pig's head on a rope and, sees that her manager is in trouble and leaves. So literally, when we see Maki, she says, wow, I didn't know Shinobi were like that. I'm guessing they were that powerful. And so, like I hoped, I think she's starting to understand that there is some real problems here in what's going on, and she is really in danger. But she goes off anyway? She has to know that she stands zero chance against the Seigen squad. And so why would she go? They're just going to kill her. So it seems really strange why she would do that. Doesn't seem like a very smart thing to do. And before this, I think we could classify Maki, as a more intelligent character. But after this, that's kind of fallen. I don't know about this, guys, but I don't have a lot of faith in Maki, for sure. So my guess is the next chapter, we're going to have to go and save Maki from whatever crap that she's put herself in, for sure. So that's all for this delivery, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked anything I had to say, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I bring you manga reviews every single week, so I'd love for you to be one of my subscribers. If you had anything to say, if you agree with me, disagree with me, either way, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. I love to engage with you in that way. But for now, this is Shonen Express, signing off.